The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last game for the Timberwolves, they picked up the W against the Mavericks in Dallas. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell is out there at Bledsoe. Then it's John Henson, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Detroit Pistons.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a thing of beauty, but when you can get a win in a game like that, that's really all you care about. Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
And you look at the Bucks in this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. Tries again. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates, really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
And the pass to Snell. 11 feet away. Here's Henson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Sinks the triple.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Now here's Wiggins. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy. Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Here's Teague. And the shot no good, a bit short. Milwaukee leading by 4. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Different types of players. You know, I look at someone like Steve Kerr, who seems to have such a great feel for the pulse of his team, that seems to understand the players who respond well to sort of him getting in their grill. The other players who maybe need to be pulled aside privately because pride is in play. Listen, everybody has X's and O knowledge as a head coach in the NBA, or they wouldn't be in that position. To me, it's as much about managing egos and minutes and being a good person and invested in those players as it is the X and O's.
Have you ever seen a great coach who wasn't also a great communicator in their own way?
No, I think communication may be the #1 skill aside from obviously basketball acumen.
Here's Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 9. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Maker from downtown. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Now here's Towns. D right on him. Takes it off the glass. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Antetokounmpo. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Towns, no luck. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Dellavedova. drills the three-pointer.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Towns in the corner. Jacks up a three. And another three for Minnesota.
And that's how you answer back.
You can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. 6-point game. This their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Chris Middleton is out there with Mirza Talib.
Touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
And Doris, as many NBA teams are doing, the Minnesota Timberwolves now have their own G League affiliate.
Well, and to me, this is a smart move by the organization, Kev, because it gives them a lot of flexibility in how they develop players. It's a very useful tool given their young talent. Only positives have come from teams purchasing G League affiliates.
Crawford, no luck.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game."
For Matthew Dellavedova. Outside Butler. He feeds it to Gibson. Back to Butler. All sorts of time. And it falls over the rim and in. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Dishes to Teletovic. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Butler. And a lot of contact on that one.
Because you have to balance the priority of giving your young talent an opportunity to get the repetition necessary in a playing environment in a competitive situation versus we owe a commitment to our fans to win and win at a high level because they're paying the ticket prices and ultimately, playing a part in our success. So I think some of this has to be, where are we at the midway point? Are we legitimately in playoff contention, or is it time to now focus on our player development? This is an organizational decision that has to happen organically over 82 games.
And you know what losing does to a culture? It can disintegrate a culture.
No, it's a great...
And ball hawking skill, it's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Butler's got 6.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Bledsoe passes to Henson. Here's Brogdon. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Brogdon's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bledsoe kicks to Henson. Passes to Brogdon. And he banks in the layup. Brogdon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. The Bucks getting another chance here. And Teletovic kicks to Bledsoe. Teletovic the screen. They double-team Bledsoe. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Pass to Henson. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
They get it again. Zhang laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Butler from outside. It's good from long range. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Pushing it up. And a lot of contact on that one. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. And it's Teague in the point guard position. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. The shot's good from Henson.
Well, so rewarding for a player to beat everybody to the basketball and convert that second chance bucket.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Butler sends it back. And the Teague against Bledsoe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Kicks to Towns. Gibson dishes to Teague. Stolen by Middleton. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Towns a screen on Bledsoe. Teague the pass to Towns. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter. Greg, in the areas you just talked about, rebounding and pace, the Timberwolves are very much where they want to be.
Yeah, the team just looks to make the most out of their possessions and try to beat you through efficiency. They have players that can get easy transition points when the opportunity presents itself, but in general, they aren't trying to speed the game up. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Snell kicks to Middleton. 6 to shoot. Hands it from downtown. Middleton's got 11.
Well, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Here's Gibson. No good on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points. Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the...
Going with right now. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Brooks in for Jeff Teague. The Bucks also changing it up. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Chris Middleton. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Maker kicks to Brogdon. From outside the arc, hits the three-point bomb. 17 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. They set the pick. Here's Antetokounmpo. Maker. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Crawford dishes to Towns. Back to Brooks. And plenty of contact on the... Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Brogdon and Middleton are the guard tandem. Here's Teletovic out there with Wilson, and it's Maker in the 5 spot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Minnesota. On defense, the Bucks have a 9-point lead. Gibson the screen. And Towns gets it to go.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Brogdon against Muhammad. Brogdon kicks to Teletovic. Here's Maker. He dishes it to Teletovic. And that one comes up a bit short. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And Maker sends it back. Brooks against Brogdon. Middleton on the wing. Back to Brogdon. Teletovic with a screen on Brooks. Pass to Wilson. Shot clock at 5. They set the screen. It's Maker, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Here's Towns. The kick outside to Butler. From the arc. Butler missing again. Bucks leading by 8. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Middleton can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Brooks kicks to Butler. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts. Athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball. Whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. The above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really you can see fundamentals so strongly.
You can, Kevin, and I think what helped the women's game tremendously was, especially in the WNBA, you had NBA coaches transition to roles in the WNBA, the Bill Lambiers, the Mike Thibault, so they taught that group how to be pros, how to win on that level.
Excellent point.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.